It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they couldn't have asked for a better start to the year. Most teams need a little feeling out period, some time to get everybody on the same page, but they hit the ground running from day one and have not looked back. And Devin Booker, the youngest player to ever score 70 in a single game. Shaq, how impressive is that?
You know, it's so impressive that even Kyrie Irving mentioned that Booker's got the it factor. Might set a few more records before it's done, Ernie.
Yeah, I believe so. In today's game, you can't have enough shooting. And Booker's also a pretty sneaky playmaker. Sneaky. Doesn't really show it all the time. Just sneaky.
You know who else has the it factor?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Oh.
We're going courtside. He's got the call.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. It's a Western Conference battle here in Phoenix as the Suns look to work the home court advantage. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And it's another road game for the Grizzlies. And, of course, they're still without Marc Gasol.
And that news, Kevin, means this team faces a tough challenge. The production's going to be missed, and it's not a problem that you can just wave a wand and make go away. This is when everybody on that bench has to really band together.
Well, obviously difficult to replace his production. They're not going to do that, but impossible for them to replace his leadership qualities.
Brent, some teams already failing to meet expectations. What shouldn't they do this early on?
Panic. I mean, sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it could take a winning streak. You might turn it around, a winning streak of 7 or 8 games, and the mentality in the locker room changes. The coaches maybe clue into rotations and maybe combinations of guys that all of a sudden you're feeling good about what you worked on in training camp and what you grinded through. Now you start to have some success with it. So the biggest thing is just don't panic.
And trust the plan.
Wow, I thought you might have gone process, but you did plan.
On purpose.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking. I'm with you. I've got to think. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Conley, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Now, here's Warren. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Anderson. We're about 1 minute into the first. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here's Ayton. Michael Conley making his last shot. Here's Warren. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Warren's got his first points in this one.
He really can score the basketball. It's impressive how he hunts out these kind of shots and starts to score even under pressure.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Warren. Stolen by Warren. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Ayton. Okobo, guarded by Green. Okobo, bank shot, no good.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Conley's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Okobo, covered by Conley. Outside Warren. Buries it down low. Warren's got his second bucket tonight.
You don't want to give T.J. Warren, who's a gifted scorer, that kind of positioning. You're just gifting him points.
Green kicks to Temple. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Crawford with the steal. Shoots it. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Crawford's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Conley into the lane. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Okobo, covered by Conley. Ayton, the pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Phoenix shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. Here's Conley. He really had an off game against the Jazz. Never got into a rhythm. Outside Jackson. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Anderson right side over Crawford. Hits the front of the rim and out. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Jazz in Utah. Okobo, covered by Conley. Passes it to Ayton. The shot from the low post is good.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone. And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that height around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Okobo, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Anderson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Suns leading by 7. Here's Warren. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Okobo fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-5 run. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley surveying the D. And he comes up with the deuce. Conley's got 9. The Suns have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Kicks it to Ayton. Knocked away. Stolen by Anderson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now the pass to Conley. Back to Anderson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Okobo. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Anderson outside. Floats one up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around him.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Holmes kicks to Ariza. Now here's Anderson. Back to Crawford. The 3-4 on the shot clock. Parsons with the rebound. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on a scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
Holmes. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Here's Harrison. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. Over Crawford. Brooks misses. Suns leading by 3. Crawford with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And checking out the numbers here for Harrison. Last season's performance for him was in at about 9 points per, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now here's Ariza. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 3 to shoot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Suns lead by 5. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Igor Kokoshkov. David, what'd you find out?
Kevin, he said he doesn't want his guys to just take what the defense gives them. He told me, tonight we may need to push the action to score. I told the team to be aggressive and force defenders to make great plays or foul you. No sitting back in this one. Sounds like this could be a fun one tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, D.A. And guys, what do you make of David's report putting a premium on offense right away?
I think it's a good plan, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their defense. They can't ignore that part of the game.
Well, I love the fact that there's no player ever in the history of this league that gets excited about a coach who talks about, we're really going to change up our defense and make sure that that's a priority. Guys are always excited about the O. Kyle Anderson, the intriguing UCLA product last season, pretty much a breakout one for him. With Kawhi's injury, the numbers were up all across the board for slow-mo, in large part because those chances were there, and he was in the system for the last 3 years, so he felt confident in what he was being asked to do.
And it's tied up with that one. And with Anderson, he has a strange tempo to this game, but he finds ways to impact the floor.
That's a nice way of saying it, Kevin. A lot of guys call him slow-mo, as you know. He reminds a lot of people of a former Spur and Boris Diaw, who, you know, if he didn't have a cup of coffee, he was playing at his pace for most of his career.
And so here's Memphis. After the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford, back to Harrison. Pass to Parsons for the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they'd miss a series of shots, they'd make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. From past the arc, Ariza with the rebound. Crawford outside. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Harrison passes to Caspi. He dishes it to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Caspi finds Anderson. Here's Harrison. 8 points his last outing. Cans the shot from the wing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Holmes. And here's Ariza. Crawford looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. 12 points for him.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 3 for Caspi. Memphis the rebound. Harrison kicks to Caspi. Shot clock at 5. Crawford with the steal. Poked away. Anderson passes to Crawford. Over Brooks. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Back right after this. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Anderson. And it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Pass to Ariza. Here's Booker. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis trailing here. Now Casper. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Utah Jazz. And the pass to Harrison. Fires the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Phoenix shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
One shot.
The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
Suns leading by 5. Okobo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Foul. 2.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Okobo taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Suns making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant including 5 early years in Phoenix. And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters fishing with dynamite.
Okobo, guarded by Jackson. To the paint. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 4. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Suns. Josh Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. Then for the Grizzlies, Green comes in for Brooks. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Andrew Harrison. Here's Conley. He's got 9. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the dish to Booker. And here is Ayton. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Temple.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Conley's shot is off. The Suns leading. Outside Warren. Kicks to Ayton. Okobo. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Here's Temple, defended by Booker. Jackson misses. Well, Phoenix shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Okobo, covered by Conley. Poked away. Back to Warren to end the drought, and it's Warren with the jam.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Over Ayton. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Parsons finds Temple. Right side Jackson. And no good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. And here's Booker from the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Booker's got great confidence from behind the arc. An awesome outside shot that was.
Parsons outside. From 13. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Parsons got 7. Phoenix with the ball. Leading by 5. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. So it's Phoenix now. After the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Brent, we have so much talent in this NBA beyond the superstars of that category. Who are some of your favorite players to watch?
Well, I'm thinking about last season and some of the great storylines that came out. Quinn Cook for the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Earned a contract as a two-way player. I mean, did an unbelievable job stepping in and playing backup minutes. Dante Exum's late season return to the Utah Jazz and what he did defensively for them in the playoffs.
Take a break.
Even
Take
a guy
break.
like Jared Allen, who had a
shots.
great year in Brooklyn for the Nets, an opportunity to play at center as a rookie, getting 21 starts. Those are the kind of things where you just have aha moments and you want to follow a guy and see how he impacts his ball club as the season moves on.
Great list.
Well, the other one I might put in there, Kevin, is who doesn't love Boban?
We all love him. Plus, he's going to be a movie star.
He's going to be a big star.
He's a big star. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And that one's good, Ayton.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Now here's Conley. D right on him. Okobo. He kicks to Booker. Outside Jackson. Outside Warren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the three ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both free throws good from Warren. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Conley's shot is off.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away. A fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
So it's Phoenix now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Jackson. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Ayton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. And it's Conley with the ball for Memphis. Pass to Parsons. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Jackson. Passes it to Temple. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 40-point game against Toronto.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Jackson against Parsons. Now the feed to Temple. Stolen by Warren. Booker against Conley. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 10.
How about Devin Booker scanning the floor and finding the right option?
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Conley kicks to Green. Warren against Jackson. Now here's Parsons. Not a lot of room.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Warren the pass to Jackson. Basket good. And the Suns lead by 12.
He's just an aggressive player. I mean, what can I say? He's going to put on more muscle, but he's in attack mode, and he's scoring through contact.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So for the Suns, Anderson comes in for T.J. Warren, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Josh Jackson. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Caspi, he's checked in for Jackson. Anderson comes in for Parsons, and Brooks subbed in for Garrett Temple. Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer and off the front iron, and in it goes.
You're not going to see him miss too many from there, just a handful to defend.
Booker looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Outside Conley. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Suns now. Suns leading by 12. Crawford kicks to Anderson. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, Ryan Anderson in catch-and-shoot game is a great option. The D has no way to react when Anderson uses that quick release.
Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Pass to Caspi. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. No good that time. Nice D from Crawford.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Conley. The pass to Caspi. Outside Green. Crawford with the steal. Anderson against Ariza. Here's Booker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Conley into the lane. Over Booker. Green. And Green is right there. Green's got 4 this quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple.
Take a break.
When you look at how far he's come
2 shots.
since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
And he makes the first. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for 8. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Harrison's checked in for Mike Conley. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And it's Harrison with the ball for Memphis. It's an 18-point game. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. It's deflected. Booker with it. He has 7. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
One shot.
Devin Booker is flat out a scoring machine. He shoots a pretty decent percentage from everywhere on the floor.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Crawford, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Gentlemen.
There's the call. Memphis gets the foul.
Well, Crawford angling his body right into the contact. He doesn't mind slithering his way in there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Both free throws good from Crawford. Here's Harrison, defended by Booker. To end the run.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Temple. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Ayton dishes to Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
Relax on the first.
And that one misses. And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated. But once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for.
And Josh Jackson, the fourth pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Now, here's Warren. Okobo. Count the basket. 20 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And Phoenix has possession. Michael Conley making his last shot.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Temple can't get it to go. Suns leading by 21. Stolen by Michael Conley. Temple finds Conley. Down low. Here's Anderson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Anderson's got 9.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Now here is Conley. 16 points for him. 13 feet away. Temple can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Doubled by Conley. Kicks it out to Booker. All sorts of time. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 12 points for him.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. Your Suns answer.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Conley.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
That's his first personal foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Jackson with a good job there. His size and length and then his burst help him get those foul calls.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
He's perfect on the line this time. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Jackson. Back to Temple. And stolen by Booker. Drops in the breakaway layup. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
Booker getting down to business on the defensive end. Terrific at knowing when to go for the steal.
Temple, the pass to Jackson. Here's Temple, defended by Booker. Okobo, covered by Conley. Outside Warren. Not really his range, and it's off target. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Conley. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Parsons checked in for Green.
Chandler Parsons.
Jackson kicks to Warren. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Conley. He's got 16. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the way in. Conley's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit. Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end, he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
The first one falls. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
Here's Temple. Outside Conley. They double-team Conley. 6 to shoot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And Phoenix has possession. On offense, here are the Suns. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. A nice shot by Booker.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Temple. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Anderson. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Now here is Conley. 18 points for him. Anderson finds Parsons. 6 to shoot. Over Warren. And another miss by Memphis.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Booker. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Conley. Pass to Anderson. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Warren the pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to Conley. To the inside. Here's Jackson. It's blocked.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Aiden can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
For three, Booker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 21 points for Devin Booker.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Here's Conley. It's tipped. They retain possession. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for 8. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Warren. And Memphis also making a switch. Caspy's checked in. Conley kicks to Caspy. Here's Temple, defended by Booker. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Now Casper. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet over Crawford. And that one hits back iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Tuesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Harrison passes to Jackson. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Parsons outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Parsons. Ariza outside. Passes to Anderson. Kicks it to Booker. 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
You got to like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Two shot.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harrison kicks to Jackson. Parsons outside. Here's Harrison. Brooks outside. Here's Caspy. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Good. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Really an underappreciated part of Ryan Anderson's game at 6'10", does a great job roaming around the rim for offensive rebounds.
Harrison passes to Caspi. And Parsons kicks to Caspi. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And here's Jackson. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Booker. 23 points in the game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
That one misses for Booker.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Brooks finds Jackson. Here's Harrison, defended by Booker. Parsons' shot is off.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. Yeah, you think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Here is Brooks, following the score by Jamal Crawford.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
And he knocks down the first one. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Crawford. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Green passes to Jackson, and it's in there.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. The Grizzlies shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Harrison scanning the floor. Jackson misses.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Picked him clean. Brooks outside. And stolen by Booker. That one, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks. At the line for two.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The drive by Booker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
2.
Free throw good, Booker. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Harrison, defended by Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Grizzlies have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Lets the 3 fly. Can't connect. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Anderson is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Bridges. And it's Daniels in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Mack. It's stolen by Mack. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Mack. Daniels with it. 5 to shoot. Over Caspi. Got a hand on it. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Chandler comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Dragan Bender in for Trevor Ariza. And Memphis also making a switch. Selden's checked in for Andrew Harrison. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Daniel. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Phoenix able to drain the 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Selden. Defended by Bridges. No good from Selden. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Mack. Daniels kicks to Bender. Now the pass to Chandler. Dishes it to Daniels. The 3. The rebound by Rab. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Selden, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Daniels passes to Anderson. Chandler outside. From outside the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Daniels has got 6 points in the quarter.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now Mack passes to Selden. He dishes it to Caspi. Here's Selden, defended by Bridges. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Brent, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall, it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Daniels kicks to Chandler. Back to Daniels. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Another three for Phoenix.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Passes it to Rab. Here's Selden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Chandler outside. He kicks to Bender. For three. Rebounded by Selden. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Yvonne Rab gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Great job offensively to get that layup with a guy right on him. Love the strong, aggressive play.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Kicks to Daniels. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Selden. He's covered by Daniels. And that one's good. Selden. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. A floater, and he sinks the layup. He's got 24.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Poke loose. Brooks against Bridges. At the elbow, Chandler. A 3-ball. Bender, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And Anderson kicks to Mack. Pass to Brooks from downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Fires the 3. They get it again. Bender. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, and I like the desire for Bender to get in there and try to grab the rebound.
Anderson outside. game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. Yeah. I think last year we saw
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, the key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
Shooting one.
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Bender. He's covered by Mack. Bender, no good.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Jackson kicks to Daniels. Back to Jackson. Here's Chandler. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate, make the simple play.
So Mack will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks, the pass to Rab. Here's Jackson. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
Now here's Anderson. Devin Booker missing his last shot, and Anderson gets it to go.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward that's got some nifty dribble moves.
Bender kicks to Booker. Chandler dishes to Booker. And he drops it in from the low post. Booker's got 29 in the game.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Rab, the pass to Selden. And the shot is long. For Phoenix, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And Booker kicks to Bender. But they recover it. Here's Chandler. He gets that one. Chandler's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Chandler's being aggressive right now on the glass, does a terrific job staying active and collecting the rebound.
Brooks with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Mack. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
And Booker kicks to Daniels. Over to the left wing. Inside. Brooks finds Anderson. Here's Zeldin. Now the pass to Mack. Brooks outside. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Zeldin can't hit. Well, Phoenix shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Devin Booker.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.